Hi everybody, it's Gail from Gail's Bookish Things. I am going to share with you this evening my currently inked pens for April. As you can see, there is a bit of a theme going on here. I think it kind of just came together in a way, but my husband gave me this pen and I kind of noticed I had some others that were working together. So I just added this one to the mix to use with my planner. But anyway, I'll kind of have some element of a orange color or copper color. So let's just start with the Lamy. This is obviously, if you're not new to the game, this is a Lamy Safari in the terracotta color. Terracotta color, boy, that's funny to say. So this is Robert Oster, and this is the maroon mustard, brown mustard. I really like it on this Cosmo Air paper, and I like it on the B7 Natural. I just swatched it in my new ink log, which is on the MD paper, and I don't like it as much on this paper. But I did want to try my swatch book with new paper that I don't typically use, just to see how I like different pen and ink combinations on a paper that I use a little less frequently. So that's a little bit of an experiment of its own. It'll be a challenge to me because I know what I like. So sometimes if I don't like it right off the bat, I don't want to keep up with it. Broad nib, of course, and this is the Terra. Good old classic rusty orange, burnt orange color. Hopefully I won't get these mixed up. Maybe I'll set it off here. And then in this writing, I used my new Bennu Aurora Gold. Just a little push there, and it does seem to hold. I just realized why they called this Aurora Gold, obviously the gold, but this is like Aurora Borealis. It's this beautiful blue, a little deeper here, and it has green streaks through it like Aurora Borealis. I think that's a great name. And this in here is just the blue cartridge that came with it, and I was kindly and helpfully informed that it is diamine Oxford blue. I don't remember if I read that anywhere, but that's what I was told. And it's a really nice deep blue. This is the Bennu Pixie. It's a medium nib, and it's Aurora Gold. Really a beautiful little pen, and I am quite liking this. I haven't started any others. They're all going to be the same experience. A medium nib, the number 5 size, but this really feels great when you're writing with it. It doesn't seem too small at all. It's really fun, and it's just so cute though. It's so dinky. So yeah, that's been a lot of fun. Totally happy with it and enjoying using that quite a bit. If you haven't noticed, there are a bunch more of these out that are being sold in sets of 3, and some of those colors are really neat looking too. Kind of rolls. It's got this flat part, and I find that it rolls less if I set it on that. Next, let's do my Conklin Durograph. Just a little side note, this model of pen was first launched in 1923. This is a modern version of that, but it has the Conklin established 1898 on there. This style was kind of called considered the definitive pen after it came out. I was just reading a little history on the Conklin website, and I thought that was quite interesting. And let's see what else about it. On the cap, it's got, if you like these kind of detail information things, it says Conklin, and then on each side are 3 of the crescent moon logos that are like here on the breather hole or whatever that's called. This, I guess, would post, but I never do because I don't like them sticking out too long in the back. I decided I needed a green, so I inked this up with Tasha's Yugisu, which we would commonly call olive. And oh man, it's super nice. I'm loving it. Cosmo Air Light, perfect. Works great on the B7 natural paper that I get from Paper Penguin Co. And it's working okay actually on the Moleskine notebooks that I'm using too. But on this and the B7, ooh, it's luscious. So this is the Conklin. It's a broad. This model is the Duragraph, which comes from the word durable and graph, which means to write or to draw. And this is the, what was this version called? The Voyager, which was a limited or special edition, not limited, but special edition. So really nice combo, and I'm liking the orange and the red, orange and green, gosh, getting late. I'm liking that together a lot. I guess I just felt like a little bit of brightness, enjoying the spring weather coming, and green makes me think of everything popping up green all over the place. So anyway, fun combination there. This is my Opus 88 orange demonstrator in a broad nib. I got this at my first pen show. I've mentioned that before, but it's kind of a little fun story. And what do I have in this? I have Tex-Mex in this. This is a Colorverse ink. If you can't tell, this is a gusher. It is scrumptious. Love it. Works great on the Moleskine, and I have ones that are from China and Vietnam. Works good on that variety. And works great on Cosmo Air, works great on B7 Natural, and pretty good, I think, on the MD paper. But it's a little bit deeper of a yellow, so I'm taking some time to get used to that different element. Okay, what am I going to write here? Opus 88 in broad. Demonstrator. Such a wet, juicy flow, and I love this Tex-Mex color. It's a deep red, like a chili red. I don't know. It's really nice. It's not super bright, but it's got color to it. Some saturation that makes it really wonderful to write with, and it's such a good ink. I often will remark on if I could just pick an ink or two to use forever. This would be among those. And Aquaman Deepwater Blue would for sure be another. If I had to pick two, or could pick two, I just automatically think of Tex-Mex and I think of Aquaman Deepwater Blue. But there's so many others that are nice, and these are all great on this paper. Okay. So another orangey yellow one. You may recognize this pen. It's the TWSBI Eco T. And if you don't know about that, that means it has this more triangular shape to the knob and the grip section. So it helps with placement. I feel like mine is not lined up right, but it's working fine. This is Noodler's, and this is Southwest Sunset, formerly called Apache Sunset. And I love this ink. It depends on the paper and pen combo, but on the right mix of those, it has such incredible, gorgeous shading to it. It's a bright, cheery, happy color. I think Sunset is just a good name for it. It matches really nicely with this pen. This is, I don't know if I finished my sentence, but yeah, I did. TWSBI Eco T. Pretty sure this is a broad also. And this color is saffron. That's what I was trying to remember. When this came out a year or so ago, I was like, yeah, I love this golden kind of yellow. It's not like a true, you know, lemon yellow or something, or a rainbow yellow. It's got that little bit of golden to it, a little bit of oranginess to it. And it looks really fun. Looks really cool with the ink through here, which looks much more orange than it does on paper. And let's see, let's go ahead and do my Conklin next. This is a nice chunky pen, but still not anything that feels huge in hand at all. It's very comfortable. Oh, it writes like a dream. So I had the Jolly Roger ink that it came with in the Pirates Booty box exclusive set, whatever you call it. That worked great. It was really gushy when I first inked it up. It did kind of regulate, and I just wrote and wrote and wrote with it. Works so well on moleskin. If you're looking for some moleskin pen and ink combos, that was really good. But I wanted to pick up on something that's in the resin color, and I thought it'd be fun to go with a blue, since I kind of have some orangey things going on already. So I swatched a couple of my blues today, and I decided that the surprise Deepwater Blue would be the better match. So this is, gotta get my order right, Ackerman Deepwater Blue. This is just so flowy and nice. Deepwater Blue, yep. And this is Conklin Broad. So far, except for this one, they're all broad. 1898, and the colorway, the color that Pen Chalet has called it is Fire and Brine. But they did mention also that it looks like a sunset again. Maybe I should put Southwest Sunset in here sometime, but against the blue water. And I can really see that when I look at that, and just imagine the ocean, the sea with the sun setting in the background. It's very fiery orange and a much different kind of yellow. This is what I was talking about. This is like lemon yellow, and this is a golden orangey yellow. And there's even just a little hint of almost like a peach in there, with this like shimmery substance or element to it in those lighter orange colors. So very nice. Really liking writing with this. And it just puts me in a happy mood to see this. It's just cheery and bright. You know, I love my dark, deep, earthy colors, but seeing some of these brighter color pens has been a lot of fun. And then this one is my Tailored Pen Company, Havasupai Falls. And this has Colorverse ink in it as well. This one is the Martian. Now it works fantastically on this Cosmo Air, and it works nicely on my B7 Natural. Not as good on the moleskin. I feel like it's a little dry on my moleskin notebooks. And not so great on the MD paper. It's okay, but I love how the color really pops on this lighter colored paper. And there's some really good shading that occurs with Colorverse Martian. It's a fun name. I like all their space-themed focus on things. In like common language, to me, it makes me think of, I want to say like ketchup. So that's not a very appealing name. Martian is much more fun, but you know how like if you get ketchup on something, or just a little bit, and it's kind of red and it's kind of a golden yellow. That's what that makes me think of. Very nice ink. I'm very happy with it overall. It does take, for me, finding just the right combination. And when I do, though, it's just super, super pleasant. So this is Tailored Pen Company. And it is also abroad. The colorway is Havasupai Falls, which is a location in Arizona. Never been there, but that's what this pen was named after because of the colors in it. And what else? It is the Churchill model, so if it's something you're interested in, this is the model. I requested a copper clip to be added. You may have seen this before. If you're familiar with my channel, you have. If you're new here, I'll just take a minute to show it, but I did like the copper with these copper elements. It contains some brighter orange, a little bit of purple, this turquoise color. But to me, turquoise is a subjective color because I'll see this and call it turquoise, and I'll see something even more like this and call it turquoise. So a green leaning turquoise. And if you have a better name for it, I would love to know what to call this. And if you want to, and I ask this periodically, but recommend an ink to me that matches this. I may have tried it already, but I would love to know if you have suggestions. This one just gives you a lot of options if you like to kind of color coordinate. Alrighty, I'll put that one there so it doesn't roll away. Let's take a little closer up view of these. They're maybe not your typical springtime selections, but I kind of like the variety I have going here, and some of these brighter colors, like I said, are just suiting my mood right now. So I will wrap it up with that. Thank you again for watching. See you again soon. Take care.